you publish a state's exhibit 10? What are we looking at here in state's exhibit 97?
So this would be one of the entry photos to start the search of the van. One of the initial photos that we would take with some. It was a little cramped in that garage, so I think the photographer, we talked about just starting at the best angle we could, and then we'd work our way around. So this is probably kind of the start of those photographs with some looks like identifying FedEx numbers.
And this is a garage. Is this at the White County Sheriff's Office, or where is this at?
It is, yes.
And is it a secured and locked location?
It is. And it's also important for it to be inside the garage for not only security and control, but as we do our search, we have to have a dark environment to do an alternate light source, which we did in this case, and so we have to be able to turn off the lights.
Okay. See State's Exhibit 99. Showing you State's Exhibit 99. What are we looking at here?
Like just identifying one of the cameras that's on the vehicle.
And you published State's Exhibit 102. You zoom in. Is there a license plate in this photo?
There is, yes.
And what is this license plate on this van?
It is N as in November, N as in November, R as in Romeo, 4995.
And is that license plate the license plate of the abduction van?
It is, yes.
Have you published State's Exhibit 105? And what are we looking at here in this picture?
So this is the back of the van as we found it that day when we responded to process it. It was still loaded with packages that hadn't been delivered yet or had just been picked up.
Have you published State's Exhibit 106? And what are we seeing in this photo?
So this is the same van, same back of the van after we've removed all of the packages that were back there.
And what did you do with the packages that were in this van?
We removed them out of the van and we put them in another container, and I can't remember if it was a van or a temporary storage area. Yeah.
I guess you don't know, but if they got picked up to be delivered to the rightful people?
Right, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think FedEx came and got them eventually.
Okay.
But, I wasn't in charge of that part once we
Okay.
unloaded them.
You published State's Exhibit 108. And what do we see here in this photo?
So this looks like the front passenger side, and it's a backpack and appears to be a hoodie.
Now, this backpack and hoodie, we're talking about the abduction van. Whose backpack and hoodie is that? Is that Tanner Horner's or someone else's?
Sustained, don't lead your witness.
Whose backpack is that?
It's unclear, but we did know that Tanner Horner was not driving the vehicle when it was seized at the time. So our assumption there was that it was the current driver's. I don't have his name, but not Tanner Horner's.
And in the, can you zoom in on that? Can you zoom in a little bit? What are we seeing in the back of this photo here?
As far as personnel?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's how we would dress when we do a forensic search. So we have our Tyvek on with the hoodie, and they have probably started processing, or at least getting ready to do the vacuuming.
So that is the white Tyvek suit that you talked to us about?
Yes.
Have you published State's Exhibit 109? And what are we looking at in this picture? What angle is this coming from?
So this is coming from the cargo area, looking into the driver and the passenger area of the vehicle.
So you were standing at that cargo door, that's what you would be staring at.
Correct, yes.
I'll show you what's published 110. And what are we looking at here?
So this would be the same, kind of the brains of that surveillance system that's on the FedEx van.
Is this the same camera system that was on the arrest van that we've already talked about?
It's very similar. I don't know if it's the exact same model, but yeah, it's. I think this one had a little bit different camera setup, but it's the same type of system.
Can you publish State's Exhibit 111? And what are we looking at here?
So that would be the SD card that was in the system itself from the other picture.
The front portion of that SD card?
Correct, yes.
And I'm going to show 112. And what are we looking at here?
The back side of the SD card, and the white thing is the SIM card, but the SD card is the black one that we took the front and back photos of.
And Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes.
Mr. Weir, if you can go ahead and put it on. Yeah, thank you. I already have me. I'm showing you what has been marked as State's Exhibit 116. And do you recognize this item?
The SIM card is, I know it's in here. There it is, yes. Yeah. It is in here, but there are also some thumb drives, but the SD card is in here.
And I'm going to have you read the front of the package first. What is the license plate number on this package?
It is November Romeo 4995.
And is that the license plate that is associated with the abduction van?
Yes, it is.
And is that where that SD and SIM card were seized?
Correct, yes.
December 5th of 22.
Yes.
And I believe you're looking at the SD card in there.
I am.
Can you see that?
It's very small, but yes, I can see it.
And we can open it if you need to, but if you can see those numbers, do the numbers match the photographs that were taken on 2022?
Yes, they do.
And you were there and present when this item was collected?
Yes.
And when this item was collected, you were here handed it to the Wise County Sheriff's Office for storage?
Yes, after we collected it, it was handed over to Wise County.
Okay. And the USB drives were added when Ranger Espinoza went and got the full video put in place?
Yes, they could be derivative evidence of the SD card.
Your Honor, at this time, the state offers into evidence State's Exhibit 116.
No additional objections.
Those objections remain overruled, and State's Exhibit 116 is admitted.
Thank you, Judge. In finalizing this search on the abduction van on December 5th of 2022, was there any additional evidence that you guys collected at that time?
For the abduction van, we did take some forensic vacuuming samples. So when we do that, we have a vacuum that has a clean filter on it, and we vacuum in quadrants. And so we'll vacuum like the driver's side, and then we'll get a new filter, change gloves, go over to the passenger side, take vacuums, and then we'll vacuum the back cargo area as well. And then after doing that, we would do fingerprinting. So we would look for latent prints around the vehicle. If we see any obvious ones, we can take photographs. Otherwise, then we start dusting. And I believe we did dust the frame area that looks into the driver and passenger side from the cargo area. So we lifted some prints there. And then there was a couple of areas where we took some swabs as well. So we do swabs for DNA, and we can do whether it's touch DNA or whether it's actual bodily fluids. It's the same swab that we would use to collect that.
And to your knowledge, was there any real evidentiary value of any of those items?
On that day, I don't believe so. Not that I'm aware of.
Right.
Yeah.
To kind of move you ahead. So after December 5th of 2022, was your FBI ERT team asked to do anything additional with regards to this investigation for Athena Strain?
Yes, we were asked to come back out and reprocess the abduction van.
And do you recall when that was?
That was on January 6, 2023.
And why were you asked to come back out?
So when we processed the van the first time, we have forensic flashlights that emit a blue light at a wavelength of 455 nanometers, and so that's a good enough wavelength to process the scene for bodily fluids, or you can see cleaning supplies with that. But sometimes, if things have been cleaned up well, that the strength of the flashlight isn't quite strong enough. So we have another system that we have back at the office that, in discussion with our FBI lab folks, thought that might be a better option for us to process there. So we decided to, in coordination with Wise County and at their request, come back out and reprocess the vehicle with a stronger, basically a stronger flashlight, forensic flashlight.
And at that time, were you aware that Tanner Horner attempted to clean up that abduction van?
Objection. Hearsay.
Overruled.
So as part of the discussions for reprocessing the van, Wise County mentioned that when we did it on December 5th, there was still a lot of information from the interviews, and the autopsy hadn't been processed yet. So as those items came in, it allowed us to have more information to reprocess the van.
Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll show you what has been marked as States Exhibit 117 through 139. And have you been able to review all of these prior to coming in today?
I have.
And do you recognize what these are?
Yes.
And what are they?
This is the entry photos and item photos for that search on January 6th. Along with the sketch, photo of the sketch and the items seized.
And were you present when these photos and this search were conducted on that day?
I was.
And do these fairly and accurately depict what you saw during that search and the evidence collected?
Yes.
Your Honor, at this time, the state offers into evidence States Exhibit 117 through 139.
Judge, we have no objections to the majority of the photos. However, we do have objections to 126, 127, and 128. For 126, the proper foundation has not been laid, and the officer has not testified to any personal knowledge of that document, and I apologize, it's 126, not 128. As for 127 and 128, these fall under a police report. And
I'm sorry?
These are part of a police report, and
Okay.
therefore they're hearsay with no exception.
Let me see, 126, 127, 128.
Your Honor, they are just the diagram of where the actual 10 swabs were taken, and the swab.
Objection, oh, sorry. That was an objection.
I'm going to hold in abeyance 126. Your objections to 127, 128 are sustained. And I'm going to hold 126
Thank you, Judge.
at this time.
Have you published States Exhibit?
And all the
oh,
other, I'm sorry,
I'm sorry.
Ms. Dewell,
then
states
alternate.
117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 123, 124, 125, and then 129 through 139 are admitted.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, ma'am.
Now I'm going to publish States Exhibit 118. And, what are we looking at here in this photo?
So this is the what we're calling the abduction van, again with the back cargo area still cleared out as it was when we left it from December 5th.
I'm going to have Mr. Berry zoom in a little bit on that.
Your Honor, may we approach real quick?
Yes.
Okay, we are still looking at what has been admitted as States Exhibit 118. And this license plate, can you read that off?
Yes, November Romeo 4995.
And is that the license plate that is with the abduction van?
It is, yes.
Okay. No. Published States Exhibit 122. And what are we looking at here?
So these are tie-down straps that we found in the back of the van, and they were laid like this for purposes of photograph.
And why were you looking at these tie-down straps?
After discussions with Wise County and some of the investigators, it was determined that
Objection here, sir.
Sustained. Rephrase your question.
You can read one, Your Honor. States Exhibit 123. And what are we looking at here?
So these are green bungee cords that were found in the van.
And did you have any additional information that would make you want to look for any of these types of items?
Yeah, as we started processing this van, we were told.
Objection, you're saying?
Officer, don't testify as to what other people told you. Objection sustained.
And did you process these green bungees and collect these?
Yes, we did.
Show you what states, or actually, just want to hold on that, Mr. Ray. Your Honor, may I approach witness?
Yes.